Hey gang, I've noticed that a lot of people have put amber covers on their headlights, and I wanted to see if it was really better or not, and take a look at it. Also, just be aware that if you do this, check your local laws and make sure it's a legal thing to do. Amazon sells the film really cheaply, so it's pretty easy to try and see if it's something you like or not. You can pick it up pretty cheaply, about $7. Make a template with the material. The material is shown here, the roll of amber film, and I used a piece of paper, and then I forced it into the oval headlight area, and then by tracing that out and then cutting it out, making a nice template that I can then use to cut the plastic film, and then go ahead and cut it out and peel off the backing and put it over the headlight with some water and the heat gun. It is a bit of a pain to get all the bubbles out of it, but it looks nice when you're done. Here's a comparison of with and without each side of the car, and with a little bit of effort it really looks quite a bit nicer. As I mentioned, I've seen quite a few cars around that have done this, and I think I finally figured out how they did it at this point. So with both lights coated, it looks like this, and again, it looks more aesthetically pleasing, at least in my opinion, so that's probably why people are actually making this kind of an upgrade. So if you look at the left headlight here, the driver's side headlight, with the amber, it's not obvious. The amount of color change on it is, you can tell it's slightly amber. Brightness should be affected a little bit, but again, it's not obvious compared to the untinted light on the right. Here's what it looks like. So it's not very obvious when it's installed. It's pretty subtle with the headlights on. Now these are the Highbeams, so it's not ideal, but Highbeams and the turn signal, so those should be amber as well, so which is just fine. So I wanted to test out the amber lights with real foggy bad weather conditions, but we're not having bad weather in California right now. So the best I could do is come up with a glass jar that I filled with water and put some of the amber film on the front of it. And as you can see here, it's not really much of a difference, maybe a little bit of brightness loss with the amber film. And to simulate fog, I put a little bit of soap solution into the water and stirred it up. The soap solution, when it disperses, the molecules should simulate kind of a foggy condition, and we'll use that as a way to create conditions of a foggy day with the lights shining through it. So that's what we're going to do to try to simulate this. So with a high power LED flashlight, we're shining the light through the water with the soap dispersed in it, so the soap molecules are going to scatter the light, similar to what fog would do. And you can see that with the amber, actually you can see the little figurine in the background somewhat better than you can without the amber filter. So kind of interesting that that's the case, but it seems to be the case. And let's see what this looks like. We'll spin around to the side. We can look at the side of the container with the light shining through it, and you can see with the amber how it's lighting up the figurine. And if you look in the tank, it sort of looks like maybe there's more light dispersion going on, being reflected back in the white light versus the amber colored light, which is actually what we're kind of hoping for in real world conditions. So it definitely looks better in the front view here, or more easily, the figurines are more easily discernible through the amber light. So there might be some truth to that conclusion that amber is better under bad weather conditions. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and look for more videos.